Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
This is Mike and Chris Reloaded.
Hey, why don't we do like the nationwide jingle? Mike and Chris Reloaded.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think so. But we have a guest today.
We do.
And new editor-in-chief.
Master Chief.
Master
Bader.
That means I fish.
Yes, he does. He's a good fisherman.
He fished us a lot of followers.
Yes, he did. He's doing pretty good.
So say hello to Dane.
Say hello to Dane, everybody.
So this week we're going to do a little Halloween episode. We're going to go ahead and give you some of our favorite places that are haunted in the world.
Favorite or not, I mean they are intriguing for one reason or another. There's a lot out there. I mean, a lot.
Yes. Did you know that it is perfectly legal to live in a haunted house and know that it's haunted and sell it and not disclose that it's haunted?
Huh.
I just found that out on TV
They had
today.
a big case on that in New York or something.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters case. We covered that in one of our shows.
We did.
But in that instance, the lady who sold the house was out telling people, oh, I got this really big haunted house and it's so scary and all this stuff, and then sold it and didn't disclose it. But if you keep your mouth shut and you know it's haunted and you're not bragging to your neighbors and stuff, it's perfectly legal. You can sell your house haunted.
Huh. Yes, I'd like to sell this house. What's the address? It's on Amityville.
Yeah.
It bleeds.
It's
It's great.
It's on Amityville Road.
In California, you have to disclose if somebody died in the house in the last 3 years, I think.
Huh. I did not know that. Thanks for the legal jump.
Information. See what happens when I watch the news in the morning?
Uh-huh.
I should wake up more now. No, I sleep till noon.
That's close to reading.
But yes, like we were saying earlier, there is a lot of history and culture and everything, and not just in the. I mean, I know the U.S. has a lot, and England actually has a ton, and I know there's a lot in the other Scotland, Ireland, stuff like that. But there is a lot in other places you would never expect. Africa, Indonesia. Cambodia. I mean, there's just places you would never even think of.
You mean to tell me there's ghosts outside the United States
there
in
is,
England?
Mike. There is. We're going to build a ghost wall, keep these ghosts out.
And then are we going to elect a president with an orange face?
We are.
That would be so crazy.
Well, let's get this ball rolling and see if we can't spook some people out.
Yeah. I'll start.
Go for it.
I'm
man.
starting. Mine is Valley of the Kings. And it actually is in Egypt. It's in Theban Hills. It's actually where King Tut was buried.
King Tutankhamun.
Yep. So basically, if you don't know about King Tut, there's supposedly a curse on him. Well, they're thinking more along the lines, it's not the curse on King Tut, it's more of a curse on this what the hell is that called now? The temple that they were in, the burial grounds. You're looking at me funny.
Oh yeah.
The pyramid. I don't know if it was a pyramid, but
building
inside there,
sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. That's what I'm looking for. But 500 years it was used for a burial site, and they had 63 different tombs inside there, and so it's not just King Tut that was in there. But there is a big story. I don't know if you know about the 9 people that died when they first opened. The first 9, well, it was 10 people were involved in opening King Tut's casket. And within 2 years, I think,
I remember hearing something a little about that. Yeah.
All 9 died. Only 1 survived. All 9 just mysteriously just died of crazy stuff. So they're saying this is based on. They think it's based on the crypt. That is not King Tut's curse. So if you ever want to,
so it's just a general burial ground.
Yeah, it's
not just King Tut.
Yeah, King Tut wasn't the only tomb. There were 63 other inside there.
So it's like no, King Tut, I'm passing you. I'm going over this one over here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not bothering you. Keep your curse.
Exactly.
Too late.
You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Yeah, it claimed dozens of lives, and people say they hear whispers and voices in the tomb, and
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Those tombs and the pyramids and stuff like that. Those people are like way ahead of their time. I mean,
I
they
know.
have so much stuff in there you don't even know what's in there. And I, honest to God, would be afraid to go in there. One of those things. That would be like the most creepiest thing I would think of ever to be going. In one
some
of those
Laura
things.
Croft shit would be going
Yeah,
on. You
because I mean,
dodge
if anyone's
darts.
ever seen me or us, for that fact, I don't think we could dodge anything.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't dodge a wrench. I'm too big of a target.
No kidding.
Are we all?
Go ahead, Dane. What's your?
Well, mine is in the good old US of A, and a lot of people know it from The Shining, Stephen King. Stanley House. I would love to spend a little bit of time there if I could.
Not me. I'm too much of a chicken shit.
Oh, but you would go to Egypt, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't go to Egypt.
Stanley House. I'll go ahead and I'll elaborate a little bit on the dam because I actually had this on my list too. It's actually in the Rockies. It was built in 1909 by a guy, Lord Dunraven. Was his name? Well, that's what they called him. He's a lord, but his actual real name is Wyndham Thomas Wyndham Quinn. But
That's a name and a half.
You ain't kidding.
He got picked up a lot.
Yeah. But you were right. It was an inspiration for Stephen King. He did actually stay at the hotel. It gave him the inspiration to write The Shining.
Yep.
But it's the guy, the Lord Dunraven. Actually, he was a swindler. He actually conned a lot of people out of the property and stuff there. And when all was said and done, he ended up getting something like 15,000 acres of property. And he built the hotel there. Decided just didn't want to do it anymore. Just ended up selling out, and I think within a couple of years of him selling the hotel, it burnt. Not completely to the ground, but a big section of it burnt down. So, but yeah.
Creepiness.
You know what's creepy? There's a room with, if you turn around or don't pay attention, this ghost maid will fold your clothes and stuff.
Really?
Yep, they said they've had people where they've come back and their clothes are folded.
Well, shucky darns. Honey, I know what we're doing. We're visiting the Stanley House every time we need laundry done.
Oh no, all this dirty laundry. I better not turn my back.
It'd be crazy if we had one ghost for folding and one ghost to put them away.
Yeah, really.
That would be, I would be in heaven.
I would a ghost to massage my shoulders. I'd be good to go too.
I'll massage your shoulder.
Thanks, man.
Come here.
But go ahead, Dan. I didn't mean to take from you. I was just giving you a little, actually.
Oh, you're fine.
Realistic.
I just wanted to bring up the maid ghost because that was still one of the things. Like, it's not the main reason I want to be at the hotel, obviously, but I like the test.
There's history there, with a lot of things. There's historical value and as far as literature, literature value with Stephen King, his inspiration. Which I think, I don't know who I was talking to the other day about the Stephen King, but someone had mentioned, they asked him, he said, how do you get a lot of your stories? He said, they come to me in dreams. I was just like, wow, that's pretty screwed up.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was just like, okay.
Well, he's a pretty twisted writer and stuff, though. If you read his books, he's pretty dark. He's
extremely dark.
Yeah.
And his books, the movies they make out of his books do not do him justice either.
No.
They're extremely graphic.
Unless it was it.
No, they could even do that fully. I mean, don't get me wrong, the new movie's great and everything, but if you ever read the book, there was a lot of content.
Yeah.
But to follow up with yours though, Dane, I mean, I know they said the maid that folds, but they've also had people talk about, sounds of children playing in the hall.
Yeah, pitter-patter.
Piano playing in the grand ballroom that's completely empty. So, just...
and of course, your random perfume smell, stuff like that.
Yeah.
The main paranormals.
Red rum.
Use your shining.
The shilling.
What you got, Chris?
I have.
Dramatic pause.
The Borley Rectory in Essex, England.
I haven't heard about this one.
If you don't know what a rectory is, it's basically a religious compound.
I thought it was
like a
something.
church.
I thought it was something you use for hemorrhoids.
Yeah, close.
Rectomery.
But
That's a horrible place.
this place is actually described in England as one of the most haunted places in England.
Ooh.
It was built in 1863 on the site of a 12th century monastery and church. So it's actually got a lot of religious history there.
Well, God's probably going to strike me dead now for making a hemorrhoid joke.
Yeah.
Great.
That wasn't funny, Mike.
The story goes is way back when there was a young monk who was there and at the monastery, and he actually fell in love with a nun. They fell in love with each other, and they planned on running away and eloping. Well, the elder people found out, and they weren't having that. So they ended up hanging the monk, killing him, and then they took the nun and put her down in the basement and buried her alive.
Wow.
So the thing is apparently supposedly their ghosts are supposed to be walking the place for eternity, searching for each other, so they can elope.
Right.
But I guess they always keep missing each other. So, but it's a pretty big. I mean, the place has been abandoned and shut down for a while. It's not in use at all. But it's supposed to be one of the most haunted places in England.
Wow, that's crazy. My next one is the Travel Channel. I have to credit them because I got this one off the Travel Channel. I never heard of it, and I just thought it was interesting. It's Dumas Beach. It's in Surat, India. It's off of the Arabian Sea, and apparently it's a Hindu burial site. Well, it's not really a burial site. If you know anything about Hindu religion, they burn their dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole set them outside, build a big fire like a Vikings burial or whatever.
Yeah, or like Vader.
Or like Supernatural, the hunter's burial or whatever. But they burn the bodies, and apparently it's so bad that the sand is all black. Don't know if it's ash or what, but it's just a black sand beach. And it says when you walk down the beach, even if there's nobody there, you'll hear voices telling you to turn around, go back, don't come down here. And there's people that said they've seen apparitions. They've seen burning flames from the ground where there is no fire. When they get close to it, they think there's a bonfire going on, and there ain't no bonfire.
Maybe there's just a nudist colony on the other side of the plate. They'll tell them to go away.
Go away!
Go!
We're naked here. But yeah, many people have heard the voices and stuff, and it's supposedly one of the top 10 most haunted places in the world.
Huh.
So thank you, Travel Channel.
Thank you. Not they'll ever go there, but thank you, Travel Channel.
Yeah, but I don't want to take credit for something I read off the internet.
Sounds like a great place.
Everything is not our credit on this, Mike. Just point that out.
No, some of these places I researched that I knew, and I researched the stuff.
Which someone else put on there.
Yeah, true.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, but I'm saying I didn't come up with this idea. I just saw this idea on the Travel Channel while I was looking up my next one.
Oh, that's good. That's convenient how it just popped in there for you.
Yeah,
I took the ball and ran with it. I scored a touchdown or two.
It was nice. Don't let that deflect from I don't even know it all. 1977 All-Star Championship game. I don't remember. Al Bundy's famous line.
Scored 4 touchdowns in one game.
Yeah, I used to have it memorized. It's been Married with Children needs to come back. They brought Will and Grace back. Bring back Married with Children.
I was talking about them.
I don't know, man. Have you seen Ed O'Neill lately?
Yeah.
Of course, Katie Siegel's looking really good still.
Still, yeah.
Not as bad as Chevy Chase. I mean, Ed O'Neill.
That's true.
Chevy Chase let himself go.
Did he?
But
it's been a while since I've seen him in anything since like Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah, he was in the new National Lampoon's movie.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell, man. Gotta watch it. Let's get back to scary shit. She's
Speaking
wanting
of
the scary
traveling,
shit.
let's go. Dane, what you got? I mean, you sure?
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Mike's fridge.
The fridge is through the wall.
Pool pump outside.
I mean, I was just curious because I can pull up the.
Pull up another webpage.
It just says up here when you go over here, it says Audacity is not responding.
Can you click wait? Nah, I think it's Audacity because it's been doing it every single week that we've been doing it for the last, I'll say, month and a half.
I can't even bring it back up.
And I record with Audacity for the other show. Well, I was recording with the other show without any problems.
I can't even bring it back up. Where it shrunk.
It's because we lost our whole show.
How far we're in? About 15 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
That's not too terrible. We can start over.
At least you caught it.
Yeah, that would have been bad if we went all the way to the very end.
Oh, what a great show. Not recorded. No. Snow snake.
Okay. Let me go get my computer. It's there. Oh.
Winchester House is my next choice. Not to be confused with, of course, the Winchesters.
Sam and Dean.
What is that?
Blasphemy.
That's
Sam
what
and
it is.
Dean, is that some famous rock band?
Wait, I think I just had deja vu.
It's almost like we've done this before.
I think we in a former life we have done this before, haven't
Is your
we?
place haunted, man?
I don't know.
I believe it.
Inside joke going on here.
Anyway, Winchester House, you're saying, do you know the road to San Jose?
California, which is where it's located. Winchester House, famous by forgot the actual owner's name.
Sarah Winchester was the wife, and
Of the
Winston
Was
Winchester.
it Winston?
I think that was the guy that invented the Winchester rifle.
Yeah, the company.
Yeah.
Well, after his death in 1881, she ended up but a medium saw her and told her that a whole bunch of spirits and stuff were like being attracted to her and her husband's ghost, and she took all that as, ooh, all these people that have died because of my husband's namesake, the Winchester, are gonna come after her, so she decided to move and make a house with lots of rooms to get away from said ghost.
You sure it wasn't all the two dudes that go around killing people? What are their names? Sam and Dean?
Oh,
Yeah,
those serial
Sam and
killers?
Dean.
No,
They're awesome. They're my heroes.
Idols.
Yeah, actually, the Winchester house is a pretty famous house in San Jose. It's actually a huge tourist attraction right now too. So, but yeah, as the legend goes, it's supposedly the spirits of all the people who were killed by the Winchester rifle.
Which is a lot.
I imagine.
A lot.
A lot.
I think she was quoted at about 130 rooms, if not more. It's basically like this huge, crazy labyrinth.
If you pile 4 people to a room, carry the one, you could probably fit all the ghosts in there.
Scary.
Like sardines.
Yeah.
Scary. What you got, Chris?
My next one is Fort George, the Citadel. It's in Nova Scotia, Canada. Canada.
Canada.
Friendly ghost there.
Hey, what are you talking about?
What's this really all about?
It's a fort in Canada. It was built in 1749, and then it was reconstructed in 1856. Right now, it's more of a tourist attraction, but staff and visitors of the fort have reported hundreds of, not just a few, hundreds of sightings of ghosts, mostly of soldiers going into old prison areas, like areas used to be like where they held prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
They would walk into the rooms and then they'd disappear, but they'd dressed as some sort of soldiers or whatever. There's also been reports, and this is what creeped me out actually when I found this. There's been reports of more than one, and just random people too, of when the people go on the ghost tours, there'd be a little girl in there with them. Same little girl every time. And then she'd just go on the tour with them, and then she'd like randomly start holding people's hands and.
I'd be doo-doo in my pants.
I was just like, oh. So yeah, that's kind of creepy. You got this, hey, little girl, what the? Wait, didn't I see you here like 6 years ago, and you still look the same?
Yeah, I was like,
my granddad saw you too.
I gotta go outside. I need a cigarette.
So yeah, that's kind of. I mean, it's like it's not like a horror thing. It was kind of creepy at the same time, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Fort George, the Citadel, Nova Scotia, Canada. Go see it.
I'm going. Hey, we got about, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 minutes left. So how about we each do one more? Does that sound fair?
I'm good with that.
I got one more that I really want to talk about.
I got one more anyway, so I'm good.
Yeah, Dane don't have any. Dane makes his shit up as he goes.
He does.
Damn right I do.
He's so good. My most scariest place is the United States one. I put this as my most scariest haunting, and it's the Weston State Hospital. It operated from 1864 all the way up to modern day 1994. Hundreds of people have died in this insane asylum. But the most prevalent ghosts that are seen in this is Civil War ghosts. And now I believe this place was even covered. I don't know if you watch Ghost Hunters or seen the show Ghost Hunters.
I mostly watch Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, these are on they're on Sci-Fi. But I believe this hospital has been on that show as well, and they've caught stuff. Well, you know, it's
Hunters.
Yeah, Ghost Hunters.
Is that Sam and Dean?
No.
Oh.
Back to Sam and Dean. You should just watch the damn show as much as you talk about it. You like it. But most of the people are Civil War era ghosts that are seen inside this insane asylum. But the creepy thing is they offer paranormal tours, and you can pay your money and go for a regular tour for 2 hours. It's a 2-hour tour through the asylum. Or you can pay an even absurd amount of money and stay there overnight for an 8-hour overnight. I wouldn't do either.
Didn't Gilligan go on a 2-hour tour?
He did go on a tour. No, it was a 4-hour tour.
3-hour tour.
3-hour, yeah.
Still, 3 hours, 2 hours. I mean, look what happened to them, all right?
Yeah. I wouldn't go on any of them. But yeah, you want to look at some haunted stuff, just look up the Weston State Hospital and you'll... there's plenty of pictures.
And where is that
stuff.
located, Mike?
Yeah, I have no freaking idea.
In Weston?
In Weston, somewhere. Where is Weston State Hospital? I forgot to look up where it's from.
Way to put you on the spot, Mike.
You did put me on the spot. Johnny on the spot.
To the Google machine.
Google machine. Google. Ask Google.
The Weston State Hospital is the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Yes.
It is located in Weston, West Virginia.
I told you it was in Weston. See, I was right. Put me on the spot, and I was right.
Did you really know the
Which
state?
actually makes a lot more sense now because you talk about Civil War and stuff, which
Yeah,
a lot of that took place right here. So
yeah, in the east and south. But Dane, what you got for your last one?
Mine is a castle, Corvin Castle, which is actually the place that Vlad the Impaler was held at.
Michael Corbin.
Corbin?
Michael Corvin?
Michael
Why
Corbin?
does that sound so familiar? It's like a vampiric name almost.
I'd say more werewolf name-ish.
Transvestite name-ish?
Sweet
From outer space?
Hmm.
Do you really know who Michael Corbin is?
Yes.
I
I figured
who
you'd
Mike-
know.
I know who Michael Corbin is, too.
Who, Mike?
He's a guy.
He's not wrong.
He's a singer, too.
In what band?
He is from... Now you're going to put me on the spot.
Never heard of him. Now I'll go put you on the spot. Are they good?
I don't know what band he's from.
I'll put you on. That's twice.
I know he's a singer. God, give me a break.
Give me
Smashing Pumpkins?
Oh, you mean Billy Corgan?
That's... Maybe... Doesn't he do his own thing? Isn't he like a show tunes type singer? Like, what's his name? Like, who's the other guy that does that?
I don't know. There's the Michael Corbin I'm thinking of is from the
I need my Google
from
machine.
the
I feel
Underworld
naked.
series.
Underworld series?
That was the name of the guy. Scott Speedman played Michael Corbin.
Oh.
He got bit by the werewolf.
Of
He was a descendant of the Lycans or whatever, and
the purebloods.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was half vampire, half werewolf. He was the hybrid creature.
Now I sound like a dumbass again. You know what? I think we're starting to see a trend here.
Trendsetter.
Dumbass.
Mike, you can watch all the TV shows.
No, I swear to God, Michael Corbin is a singer.
You can watch all the TV shows and movies you want, but you gotta actually remember them.
I know. I watch a lot of TV too. Let me tell you.
Somehow he's probably right. Like there's probably is a singer out there named Michael Corbin.
Google it. I want it Googled now.
Well, while I'm Googling it, Dane will talk about Corbin castles.
Okay.
Michael. Anyway, it was laid out in 1444 when construction began. Blah blah blah. But mostly it's famous for holding Vlad the Impaler, who was the legend that is behind.
Bet
well,
the guy
not
that shoved
behind.
a spike up people's butts.
Yeah, he liked to put people on spikes and eat dinner.
Vlad Tepes.
Yeah, he would eat it. He's the Dracula story. He'd eat his meal amongst the dead.
And dunk his bread in their blood.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Well, supposedly he drank their blood too, because he believed that it would take power from his enemy, would give him more strength. The blood of his enemy gave him more strength. Isn't that what happened?
Yeah, a lot of, I almost said dictator, a lot of
Vlad Tepes.
leaders and stuff believe that if you took the blood or you ate the heart of like your enemies, you gained their strength, stuff like,
Yeah.
I guess you could consider him kind of superstitious, but was he wrong?
Chris didn't answer, so I'm wrong.
No, there is no Michael Corbin other than the fictional character in Underworld.
Okay.
But if you're out there, Michael Corbin, and you are a musician,
Yeah, hit me up. Pay me some advertising dollars. I just gave you a shout out. What you got, Chris?
just put him on the map.
My last one I got is it's called the Babenhausen Barracks. It's in Hesse, Germany. What? Germany?
Germany? You Nazi rebel, you.
Rebel scum.
The town itself, Hesse, was actually built around the 12th, 13th century. The barracks was built around 1900. It was meant to house like a lot of Germans, I guess, is up on the border so far, but a lot of people have been cited where they've seen the barracks have been shut down or whatever, but it's used as some sort of tourist attractions nowadays, where the town is. But a lot of people have seen like a lot of World War II German soldiers. in uniform. They'd go into places where
I
like
wonder if Jewish
prisoners.
people visit there.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure it's all the rave.
There's supposedly voices heard in the basement. They said at nighttime you could often hear German commands being screamed
Chills.
through the halls and stuff like that. Soldiers, actual military soldiers, have visited the place, and when they have picked up the phone, they've actually heard a woman on the other line talking backwards.
Wow.
They couldn't tell if it was English or German though.
Was it Pig Latin?
I don't know. She was talking backwards.
Talking backwards in Pig Latin? That would be hard.
That would be kind of scary, especially if it was talking backwards in German. I mean, this stuff already
it
sounds
would be
scary as it is.
On a serious note, that's freaking shit.
Yeah.
German ghost.
I think where most of the legend comes from is back in the 19th century, there was a woman who was accused of being a witch in the town, and she was burned alive at the stake. So there was reports of her ghost supposedly was seducing a lot of German soldiers and killing them, leading to their death.
Ooh, a haunting that kills.
Yeah. So how true it is, I don't know, but I wanted to do something from Germany, so I figured something.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah. Like I said, we do a lot of obscure things. We've talked to a lot of places today, and I know we talked at the beginning of the show, there's hundreds and hundreds of places all over the world like this.
Yeah, so remember, if you're afraid of ghosts, don't buy a ghost house.
Yeah. There's the place that I'd read about too. It's in I think it's in the Congo on the river somewhere in Congo.
Oh, that sounds bad all over.
Yeah, it's the guy that they found the child dead. So he would go and nail up baby doll parts.
Oh yes,
all over the.
I didn't know it was the
jungle. And during the river, when we go on the river, there's Doll Island or something like that. I mean, that's creepy in itself.
Yeah.
And I mean, they may not be haunted or stuff, but there's just places like that out there. I mean, I've read about in researching just these few things. I've read about places that are just ridiculous, where just like thousands and thousands of people were murdered in these places and stuff like that.
Louisiana.
Yeah, there was burial grounds, ancient burial grounds. People have been murdered and stuff, and places built up on it.
They had what was a couple of years back? They found out from that boys' camp over in Chipley, the boys or the children's school in Chipley, where they found dozens and dozens of bodies buried in there. That people apparently they got sick and they just buried people's kids and didn't tell them that they died and stuff.
Guess I missed that story.
Yeah, I missed that one too.
That's close to home.
Kind of something that would stick out.
Yeah. They found mass grave. I would say it was like 5-6 years ago. They found a mass grave in Chipley. There's some kind of reform school that was there. That apparently the school got sick with this with the Spanish flu back in the day. This is dated back, and apparently so many people died that they stopped tagging them and they just started burying them. But there's then more recent was like they said that they were being abused and stuff. Children were being abused and they were taken outside, never seen from again. And,
yeah, no, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that's pretty close. But hey, on a positive note, I didn't tell you yet, Chris. November 7th.
My sister's birthday.
Is it? Well, it's going to be our first live event. I don't know if you can make it. But I got Dane set up. I was going to talk to you about it. Yeah, I'm going to do that program, and we're going to do a live show. I'm going to do one every week. I don't know if Chris can make it every week because he's pretty busy. But we will we'll be having some exciting stuff. You can talk to us. You can be on our show from the comfort of your camera or a laptop. Not your camera, your cell phone or your laptop.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It sounds exciting.
It is cool. I just now who's thrown on the spot?
I just said it sounds exciting.
I know.
We've already known about this though. We just hadn't decided when we're going to do that.
I know. I decided I was going to start it November 7th, and I was going to talk to you about it.
November 7th.
November 7th. It's the first. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. So I figure we do it at like 9 o'clock at night, and then talk for like an hour, and then release our show. Thought that was a good idea.
It sounds like a good idea, actually. Yeah.
In my brain.
I can tell it's hurting.
It is. I'm slapping myself. But yeah, like and share us on Facebook and comment. Visit with Dane. Dane needs some company during the day now that he's our prime chief editor.
Yep.
So
You
leave
can,
some
Editor in
comments.
chief.
Editor in chief of our Facebook page there, and you can check him out. And if you have any questions, feel free to message him, and he'll be if it's something he can't answer, he'll get with us, and we'll all collaborate and answer.
Stop, collaborate, listen.
Don't
Somewhere
forget
in the
to
world, Vanilla Ice.
like and I know. Either that or it's like ching.
Yes.
Either that or we'll like I said, don't forget to check out all our other social sites. Instagram, Twitter, Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Like and share us. I know thanks to Dana, we've got a bunch more followers. I think 104, 105 followers now.
Hello, all you new followers, and more to
I think
come.
that's 30 more.
We redid our deal.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he wanted to go to Dunkin' Donuts instead of Taco Bell, and he said he would get 5 more people
I need
if
one
I
more.
switched.
We had what 73.
We had
And
73.
we have what 104, 105 now.
Yeah, 105.
So
I
you're
think.
almost there, Dane.
I
You're
think-
almost there, Dane.
I think he needs 3
Stay
more.
on target. Stay on
I
target.
think you need 3 more, Dane. 73 to 105. Yeah, you're 3 away.
I can get it. I believe in the shield.
He just had a new one, I think, yesterday or the day before. So he's
Maybe he
getting
might
close.
be. Maybe he might be 2 away. I didn't look in the last day or two. But anyways.
I'm checking the numbers now.
You're checking the numbers before we get off. Okay.
We have 103 followers right now.
So that's 30 on the
That's
button.
30 on the button.
So that means you have 5 more, Dane.
Regardless, I still can think of
Hey, that's pretty good for
That's
the last
pretty
what
damn
2,
good.
3 weeks he's been on it, and he's already got us 30 over. 30
I've only
more
been on a
followers.
week.
I think it's been about 2 weeks.
Living in the twilight zone.
I don't know. Maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been maybe about 2 weeks, maybe not quite.
I think it's a week and a half.
Yeah, we could have 2 weeks. So.
So, anyways, I'm out. Peace.
Thanks,
Peace.
guys.